Hey, good morning. Scott Luton, Greg White, and Kevin L. Jackson with you here on Supply Chain Now. Welcome to today's live stream. Greg, Kevin, how we doing?
Yeah,
Andy.
happy Monday, except it
Yeah.
was Sunday. Yesterday had all the sun. It was beautiful, warm, and today is Monday, so it's rainy and dreary. I guess that's how it's supposed to be.
Uh, you know, are there rules to weather, Greg? Are there any rules we're unaware of?
Well, I think the rule is don't rain during the playoff of a PGA tournament because somehow they managed to sneak that in. So, but yeah, I think Monday, if you were going to have a dreary day, doesn't it seem logical? Or,
Yeah,
Does not
isn't
should be
compute.
it
Monday.
ironic which it's not at all, by the way, but isn't it fitting that it's Monday?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Well, hey, uh,
Monday, just can't trust
Monday,
that day.
Monday. Hey, but you know what?
Hey,
Bad weather.
what is that? I never heard that song.
I think that's California Dreaming.
you guys are much older than me.
Yeah, that's right.
So that we avoid singing anymore, because that is not, at least me singing is not in demand, I can assure you. Let's talk about today's show, because bad weather is not going to prevent us from working our way through some of the leading issues and stories across global business. This is Supply Chain Buzz. And today, Greg and Kevin, of course,
Yes,
it's the
Scott.
monthly Digital Transformers version, Greg, of
Oh,
the Buzz. And Kevin, of course, is with us here today, ensuring that we do have a transformational tomorrow. So, Greg, before we see what's on Kevin's mind here in a few minutes, Greg, we love having him every third Monday here for the Digital Transformers version, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's get digital. I have to tell you, this was a pretty ironic weekend. So I spent time with some guys at the golf tournament. We were walking around Harbortown golf links.
Yeah.
One of them had never used the Ticketmaster app, didn't have email on his phone. And it wasn't like he retired like 25 years ago. I mean, he just had never done that. So
Wow.
in a way, I kind of admired that. Right. His life was simple, and he didn't care what was being said on Twitter, even about the tournament at the time we were watching it. So from that, right, let's move to what we're going to do about, digital transformation and what that means for the current working generations and the incoming. Well, some already here,
Right.
generations. Right.
Excellent point, Greg. And you've touched on a couple of things that we're going to be talking about here today. But Kevin, if you had to give a 7-word sneak peek of what's going to be the focus of the show today, what would you say, Kevin?
So
So
for today, preparing for tomorrow. How many
I
words?
like
hey, that's an economy of words.
Kevin.
So that's only 6. So great
Man.
economy of words. You are ready for the digital future, my friend.
Wow. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, Kevin, we got a bunch of good stuff to get with you today. We're gonna share a couple of programming notes, and then we're gonna say hello to some folks. But kidding aside, Kevin, how we're equipping our digital workforce with the skills they need and we all need as leaders to drive and power digital transformation, which is clearly needed as we move more firmly into the post-pandemic era. It's how businesses are going to be able to serve customers where they are, right?
And I think the problem is that many businesses are not doing that. They are, they're not really taking the steps needed to be successful. There's a lot of lip service. Yes, we need to do digital. Yes, we need to do better. We need to, hire younger people. We need to change our processes. But what? How much revenue is coming in tomorrow? They can't get away from leveraging the old process to get tomorrow's dollar in, to take some of that dollar to create the new process they need to be relevant in the near future. It's like they didn't learn the lessons of COVID, and they're just trying to get back to where they were pre-COVID, and that's really a a look in the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Well,
said.
This is the same generation of leaders who have been shocked by the exit of an entire generation over the last 20 years, right?
Yeah.
For their, and this generational change in workforce that we're going through. How can you get caught on the back foot of a transition out of one of the largest generations in the history of mankind? And if you can get caught off by that and COVID, you better get your act together.
Agreed.